Alright, this is gonna be a short video, but this is gonna be about, there's this one guy on Discord, right, who plays Brawl. He was complaining about a spear true combo.
What?
Which is a D-Light recovery. This guy was acting so tough for no reason, bro. So basically what happened is he was complaining that he couldn't hit D-Light recovery on controller. And then he proceeded to say that it was 2 frames, bruh. Which is not. I don't know where he got that from, but you know, it's weird. He was complaining about that, but the argument didn't really start until I chimed in. But we're gonna look at that in a little bit. But before we look at the DMs, I'm gonna go over what a true combo is in Brawlhalla. Let's go into training mode so I can explain what true combos are. Let's see, where's it silver at? Right here. Alright, true combos are basically combos that you can just hit and your opponent can't dodge. But if your opponent can dodge out of them, then they're not true combos. You would call those strings. So, let's say for instance, right, you do random dodge. So if I hit him, right, he's gonna dodge. A true combo, something like this. Oh, I messed up. Hold on, do I recover? That's not recovery, that's there, but you get the point, right? Do I there? Do I there? Do I there? Or basically any other true combo. So you see that it works because it's because he couldn't dodge out of it, right? Let's do this. See, now that's not true combo because he dodged out the first hit. So yeah, that's what true combo is. Well, let's get into the DMs. Alright, as I said earlier, this guy's name is going to be blurred for the purpose of this video. JVL's won't though, because he's already a public brawl figure, he streams, right? Go follow him. But he was telling this guy, because he said he was struggling with spear D-Light recovery on controller, right? He said, just jump recovery. He said, I did. It's like 2 frames. Then he said, then you're just retarded.
Oh shit!
Bro, it's old. And he said, I'm doing D-Light jump recovery, this is not true. On all caps. They said literally just input jump recovery, no input video sending. I'm doing it as fast as I can and it's 2 frames. Bro, I'm just trying to figure out how he says 2 frames. I literally main spear, right? And I do this combo all the time. This combo literally won me games. Like, it doesn't matter if you can do it on keyboard, you can do it on controller. Like, this actually makes no sense, bro. Alright, this is where things get interesting. So this is where I chime in. I said, bruh, what are you talking about? I can literally hit D-Light recovery true on 2 deck spear. And you replied to my comment, you saying, point of view, you read what you wanna read. And in the picture he says, finally hit true. And the way he says the F word and just splits that in LY. I bro really thought he was doing something with that. His grammar is worse than Luca's. I swear, bro. And he be typing the most random stuff on my videos, bro. But nah, shout out to Luca, though. Like, go sub to him, bro. And then he says, shut up. And then this other guy comes in and says, you're just trash.
What did he say?
To be fair to him, for a little bit, I was a bit aggressive with this comment, but I wasn't attacking him. I was just calling him out for saying it's not shooting controller. He just didn't know how to hit it, right? And the fact that he got so butthurt and tough over that, bro, it's just bad funny, bro. Like, bro really thought he's an alpha male. Bro thought he was fresh and fit. It's crazy.
We are better than you niggas, period.
Bro really thought he was cooking. But anyways, after the other guy that was in the chat called him trash, he said that's funny because didn't you get boosted to platinum? You got boosted to a trash rank and also tried to claim the rank, and nobody forgot how you're going blow for blow with AJ and losing. You went on a 2-week training arc just to be a silver. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We do not care.
We do not care.
I'm just honestly so dumbfounded at how this dude is getting angry and arguing over a 2D fighting game. But I responded. I posted an Andrew Tate gif and him crying because this was bad funny. But I mocked him. I was like, I finally hit it. I read the whole thing, bro. Can't believe he said it was 2 frames. That was my main argument. I didn't attack him. I just think he's flat out wrong. And you'll see what happens later. But he responds, I already knew it was shoot. I just didn't know how. What do you mean you didn't know how?
No! There's no way out of this.
Also, notice how he's backtracking. He said it wasn't true on controller, and now he's saying it's true. Like, he could have just admitted he was wrong, and we'd be good, but he didn't. And he said, shut up. I don't know what this TS in the middle means, but, we don't want to talk about it. And then I responded, you know what? I'm gonna try it out when I get home. Watch me hit it on 2 decks on controller. And he says it's not possible, but okay. Watch me! Watch me! My apologies, guys. Let's not get carried away. Let me continue reading. So he says, I did it, I think, on 3 decks Kaya. I wasn't pressing X and triangle at the same frame. The only way it works is if you hit it with the same frame, like DI say. You don't hit it with the same frame. It's a simultaneous action, so one after another. D-Light, Jump, Sayer, which we'll talk about later. That guy he was arguing with earlier chimed in, and he said, you're Plat. And then he responds, notice how I've never lost to AJ though. I've beat your old Grim, you suck. You go neck and neck with him. On G, you've never beat my old Grim. Not now, I don't talk to trash cans. AJ clears you. Remember when Trey and AJ were having a gold off and Trey was talking mad trash and losing? Bro said he wasn't trying. And then I just responded, I'm testing your theory when I get home. Still keeping my word if you're wrong. 24-hour time. So basically what happened here is I was at home, so I couldn't test the theory because I was out of town, but I did when I got home, and I told him, like, I'm gonna ban this dude for 24 hours if he's wrong about this whole thing. But he told me that I can ban him anyway, I don't care, so I did. It's just ridiculous to me how 2 gold or plat players or whatever rank they are arguing over who's better when they're both not even that good. They have no earnings. They aren't diamond or like mid diamond or anything like that. So it's just kind of ridiculous when people argue and they have like no stake in the game, if that makes sense.
It's facts! It's facts! It's not facts. These sites are not facts.
So obviously this isn't the end of the video, right? So I got together some evidence because I said I was testing earlier, right? I have some photos and I have some videos proving that what he was talking about is wrong. So we're gonna demonstrate that here. Alright, to do this test, I added a controller input to my OBS, right? It's an overlay that shows the inputs I'm pressing when using controller, meaning I cannot use this on keyboard, right? So I just did the test. The first one, I just started out with a simple D-Light recovery, right? So let me just show you what happens here. All I'm doing is D-Light jump recovery. And I want you to pay attention to one thing. I'll show you in a second here. So watch. D-Light jump recovery, dodge. Watch again, D-Light recovery, dodge. So you notice how he dodges right after the D-Light recovery, meaning it is a true combo. Alright, this test is very similar, except I was using the lowest dexterity in the game. And if you don't know what dexterity is, it basically affects the speed of your attacks after you hit someone, I think. I'm not 100% sure. The devs didn't do this stat correctly though, so I'm able to do it on 2 decks. But it has a little bit of an impact on the game. But I'm using an Ash who has the lowest decks in the game, and I'm still hitting it with them. I'll put the picture here just to prove I'm using 2 decks, by the way. So let me get into the clip. Once again, this test is very similar. I'm just using 2 decks, and that's who has the lowest decks. And I'm on controller. As you see, I still have the overlay, so this is just to prove. So let's go over this too. D-Light jump recovery. Alright, mister. D-Light jump recovery. See, like, it's true. I don't understand why he's still trying to prove that it's not true, or that it's freaking impossible to hit on controller. It's not. I literally did. I'm the worst controller player ever, and I still did it. Like, you can't be serious right now, man. So at this point, I've basically proved what I needed to prove. D-Light recovery on controller is true. That guy's completely lying. But I wanted to go further and do one thing, right? I was thinking in my head, I'm on PC settings, maybe he's a console player, and maybe I'm wrong because of the input delay difference between the 2 platforms. So what I did was, I lowered my settings to console settings. So I'll post the pictures right here, but let's go one by one. So first, right, I have a 240 hertz monitor. I lowered the refresh rate to 60 just to match console. The next one is me turning off the 500 FPS frames that I had. So I set it to 60 with the command -set FPS 60. And yes, I have all those other commands behind it, but it don't matter because of my hertz and refresh rate. Not hertz and refresh rate, I meant hertz and frames. They're the same thing, so it's not gonna matter. And then the last one, I turned off Tech Test engine, which is another engine that enhances the game on Steam. Alright, and with that being said, let's get into the third test. Alright, run the last clip, and I did this whole test, right? Watch what happens. Watch what happens.
God
Look,
damn.
it's still true.
What the hell?
It's still true.
Well, I'm out, man.
That don't work. There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Like, oh my gosh, bro. You mean to tell me you over here sitting down on your chair eating Doritos or doing whatever you're doing, arguing with me that this combo is not true on controller, and you're acting so tough and adamant about it, but all three of these tests proved you wrong. I wouldn't have said anything if you admitted you're wrong, but the fact that bro's acting so tough over this, I was just dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded. I just can't understand why people act so tough over this game. It's just not worth it.
I don't understand why you even did this to yourself. This made you look so fucking stupid. This shit make you look so stupid.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. This was one of the dumbest conversations I've ever had. But we can definitely learn something from this. Like, I understand, I'm 2300. I get frustrated at the game too. I lose, and I have my downfalls, right? But it's okay to admit that you're wrong and humble yourself, because you can learn and become even better than you were before. And the better thing is, you won't die. You'll live to see another day. So take that as you will.